we are not born. There's just the idea of a form that is born. It's the outcome of a desire. The I want, I wish. That idea is born and has taken form. And it's boundless. It has no borders, the idea. It can imagine anything, and that is just what you see happening on the earth, on the planet. How this idea has become chaos. It's only the form of the wish I. Out of nothingness is the desire I am. And this I am has developed in I am this, I am that. And the result is that you sit here in a body, apparently. This wish the desire I am is visible here. Visible, and finding the idea has become the inside of a body, a moving instrument to fulfill the desire of the mind, of the idea I wish. And this I wish has to develop and to undergo its own wantings. And it goes on and on and on. Rebirth, rebirth, rebirth. It's always the I wish that is reborn. The desire is born and it needs a body, an instrument to fulfill its desire. But it's lost away and it's far, far gone. And now, as soon as the question rises, why was I born? That's the end of all your births, of making bodies, needing instruments to fulfill the desire, to find the longings, the result of I want, I want, I want. That's what we do in normal life. We want nice clothes, a big car, a good job, a friend, a vacation, money, health. We want to look nice. That's all come out of this first I want, the desire. And it's just all a dream form. It's the mind that's gone away from its source into this desire. And the result is that this desire needs birth after birth, a body, a body, a body, a body, an instrument, an instrument, an instrument. But this is not a living instrument. It is a working thing to fulfill the desire. And then, after long searching and not finding the satisfying feeling, oh, I got what I want, then the return of the mind says, what do I want? Who is it that wants? Why am I born? And then no more birth. because this question comes from the first beginning of the I. I am, I want, I desire. And when you understand that the desire is just flowing out to discover that it is not that what it wants, but it is to know itself, then that's the end of all the desire. And there's no more need to have this instrument and work with it. So as soon as the question arises from deep within, from the first I am, there is the start. And the ending is, why am I? And then no more birth, no more desire, peace. The peace where you came from, but now it's fulfilled because you could not find what you wanted in all those ideas and birth and bodies and connections, whatever. It's just turning back inside. Happiness, Ananda, knowing what you are. Sat, Chit, Ananda. Sat is the being. The being says, I am. And the I am wants to know. That's the Chit, Sat, Chit. And when you know what you are, that you are not this instrument, this form, but you are your own self that went out to discover and came back and found itself. That's the happiness. Sat, Chit, Ananda. Being, knowing, happiness. That's it all. And once the question arises, why am I here? It starts to return to the source, I, the self. I is I, self. And it is a rather difficult way back because you are still attached to everything out there and you have to get loosened by not desiring anymore, by understanding, by the wisdom. And at that moment that you really want to go back to your source, you will meet a teacher. The teacher can be a form outside in the world that teaches people, and it can also be your inner self, because the teacher outside there and the knowing inside in you, the wanting to return, it's the same teacher. So you can not come back without the help of the teacher or the wisdom. But the wisdom is developing itself by finding what it is not. So in the world you search for happiness, but you don't find it. It's just temporary, it will pass, and you go on and search, and everything just comes up and it disappears again. So there's no real happiness in the world. And then this teacher inside, the wisdom, you can meet a real teacher, but also the teacher inside, the insight, will make you turn back to your own source, and then there is no more need for a body to learn, because you have found what you were looking for. This I want is silenced by finding what it does not want. The Indians say neti neti, not this, not that. And the teacher is inside of you, taking you home. Sat Chit Ananda. Be what you are. happiness. I was grumbling a bit to God. It doesn't work out. My consciousness is always filled with thoughts. And he said, I made you human to become me. Let me finish my job. I will make you shine. I will make you divine. It's not to you, it's my work. You are safe in my hands. There's nothing left for you to do, but be willing. That's all I ask. You are safe.
క్షణభంగురమైనటువంటి దేహములతో నిండినటువంటి ప్రపంచమే నీకు కాదు. You are definitely not the world which is fleeting, momentary, ephemeral, transitory and temporary.
This whole creation, this world, this being where we are, that's Maya. You cannot do anything about it. It appears in the morning and it disappears when you fall in a deep sleep, in a dreamless sleep. It's a dream. Maya is there as long as you have your last breath. Then it's gone. But in Maya, there is this idea that you are a separated entity, different from all other forms in Maya. And that thinking that you are different is illusion. And the more time you spend to yourself, that idea, I am this, the thicker it becomes, that idea. And you make a sort of shell around yourself to protect illusion. Just let it be, it will pass. Why do we enjoy this illusion so much? We don't know any other than illusion. And in illusion, which we think is this life we live, everything is possible. And we think that we can do things to make it good and to our preferences. But as it is called illusion, it's not real. Proof in the deep dreamless sleep at night, it's not there. And there's the real joy, the bliss of yourself, without all that mind play, the dream. This day, this here is a dream. Don't believe it. Wake up and stay in yourself. Still trying to deal with what's not real? You will be so tired at the end of the life of dealing with that unreal image of world. You are so tired and you die, and then it's not finished because you still think that there is a world you can deal with, so you come back in another body. But don't be afraid, it's all in the mind, even your next birth. It's all illusion. You cannot deal with illusion because it's not real. And even you thinking that you can deal with it, you are not real. There is nothing. Just accept that. Accept the emptiness, and there's the bliss. You feel it? Ha! It's there. Immortal you are. The power of God is potential. It is not active. This takes away the whole dream world where you think you are in. It's the power inside you. Is not active. It's the God being, the self. It is dormant. It can create, but it doesn't. It is not active. That means you are formless, eternal bliss without form. Whether you feel good or you feel bad, it is both illusion. And I hear you say, well, I prefer feeling good. And my answer is, even that preference is illusion. Of course you want to feel good, but it is not to be found in that illusion of the world. World is thoughts, is illusion, and thoughts is just wanting or pushing away, the two. Want or not want. That's in your mind, in your opinion, preference. But if you leave it, there is no feeling good or bad. You are not in that world of good and bad. You are not in that duality. You are the one always in bliss because you took distance of that mind world. That's your bliss. Happy, happy. God is not a human being. No, he has not a form like that. God is trillions of drops of blessing descending continuously over you. Inhale. Inhale the blessing. He is pouring over you. It makes you so happy to know God. There's no world in God. You cannot reach God in the world of the mind. The world is a mind made, thinking, expecting, desiring fear, selfishness, that is not God. That was man-made. The mind is wanting, desire. It is fear. God is not fear. God is life you live. The place you live in. The bliss you receive. Where you live daily in blessings that descend on you. Rich, the riches of God. Can you feel it? Are you ready to receive that? He's giving continuously Himself. You need not go anywhere. God is coming to you. He is pouring the blessings of His being. Inhale. Live in God. Be happy. Everything takes place in awareness, as awareness.